tells you everything. In March of last year, the leadership of the United States and of China both declared national emergencies. In the U.S., Tony Fauci warned Congress that reopening American businesses could cause, quote, coronavirus outbreaks the government may not be able to control. Going outside, Tony Fauci said, was just too risky. Meanwhile, in China, where the coronavirus originated, a top advisor to the Chinese government declared that the country was experiencing a very different kind of threat, a more profound threat. The problem, he said, was a national masculinity crisis. Chinese boys, quote, have been spoiled by housewives and female teachers, and they were becoming, as a result, quote, delicate, timid, and effeminate. In essence, they were becoming people who might listen to someone like Tony Fauci. Left unchecked, said the Chinese government advisor, the feminization of Chinese boys would, quote, inevitably endanger the survival and development of the Chinese nation. In January, China's government acted on this recommendation. The Education Ministry of China released a notice entitled Proposal to Prevent the Feminization of Male Adolescents. The goal was to, quote, cultivate students' masculinity. Have you seen this on other channels, by the way? Kind of interesting, isn't it? China won't explain the reasoning behind this plan, but there are some clues. Last year, we learned that China has quickly developed the world's largest naval force. In 2015, China had 255 battle force ships. Now they have more than 360. And many of those ships are more capable than anything in the American naval fleet. So how are we responding to this? Well, at the White House yesterday, Joe Biden addressed it effectively. What's the American military's response? Here's what Joe Biden said. So we've got new hairstyles and maternity flight suits. Pregnant women are going to fight our wars. It's a mockery of the U.S. military. While China's military becomes more masculine as it's assembled the world's largest navy, our military needs to become, as Joe Biden says, more feminine, whatever feminine means anymore, since men and women no longer exist. The bottom line is it's out of control, and the Pentagon's going along with this. Again, this is a mockery of the U.S. military and its core mission, which is winning wars. One of the few people who's been paying attention to this is someone who served in the U.S. military, Indiana Congressman Jim Banks. Recently, he wrote a letter to the U.S. Chief of Naval Operations asking why the Navy had included a book, Racist Filth, by Ibrahim X. Kendi on its 2021 reading list. Because that book teaches exactly what the Chinese propaganda ministry teaches, that America is fundamentally immoral. Congressman Jim Banks joins us tonight. Congressman, thanks so much for coming on. How could a book like this, really filth, wind up on a naval reading list?
Just like in 1933, Hitler tried to make Germans racist against the Jews. That is why you see this picture before you. If you're white, black, Asian, whatever, you will be considered a fucking Nazi to me if you preach and spew out nothing but hate and racism. You all are the reason why this nation's divided. You and your propaganda news media that is owned by China for 40% stock in it. Don't believe me? Look it up, people. Time you woke the fuck up to what you put in office by those motherfucking counters in the voting booths. Yeah, I said it. You fraudulently put this fucking piece of garbage in office to tear down America and putting true, I mean down to earth true, racist people in government. And y'all call Trump racist. Y'all a bunch of fucking fools, fake woke retards. And I'm not talking about the people that have the mental capacity of a 3-year-old. You all are the special retards. Get that through your head. You're a Democrat, you're this. Bottom line, you vote for it, association brings stimulation, just like it does in the joint. You hang around it, you end up like it. Don't believe me? I'll play you a little, just a smidge of what the mob says about it.
Listen, I always tell them straight out, you are who you hang out with in this world. That's it. You put yourself in the wrong crowd, the wrong element, you know, you're going to end up going that, no matter how strong you are, you're going to end up going that way at some point. Or you're going to be thought to be going that way because of who you're hanging out with. So you got to be a leader and not a follower. Just stay.
That just so happens to be Francese. Look him up if you don't know who he is. He's a mobster. I should say ex-affiliated mobster. Look him up. Now, you got choice. You stay with the Democratic Party and be a fucking follower, or you get right with conservative views and love your nation. Which one are you going to choose? Biden's already proven he's not for America. He's already proven he's racist. Even his vice president called him out on the debate stage when they had their DNC party. She called him out. Y'all looked over it. Y'all are a bunch of fucking retards that are special retards. There's a song called Sweet Dreams Are Made of This by the Eurythmics. I guess we have more people that like to be beat the fuck up. Physically and emotionally. Because if you're a Democratic Party, that's what you are. You like to be punished. And those that don't believe me, rather you can be whatever race there is out here in the world right now and be a Nazi. Well, I'm going to put them questions to rest. I'm going to leave some YouTube links in the description so you fools can understand that you don't have to be white to be a fucking Nazi, socialist pig. And that's what the Democratic Party is now. Vernon Jones went to Republican because the left left him, not the other way around. But I am going to exclude the moderates that are like Vernon Jones, because at least they understand if we go down the socialist pig hating, race baiting, fake woke path, we're going to lose America. Period. And George Soros would do nothing more than love that altogether. So for right now, that's what I'm going to leave you with. Like the video, leave a comment, hate it if you want, subscribe to the channel if you want. And for those who enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. And for everybody, have a nice day.